Hey guys, it's Matt here from Hollow Coves. We're on Eqfm. We're really excited to get over to Sao Paulo, Brazil. It's been a long time coming, and we're coming to Brazil.
Nice. Talking about that, I love how you embrace the requests of come to
Yeah,
Brazil on the name and poster for this tour.
yeah.
I was wondering, what are some of the things you expect to see or try in Brazil? How do you picture this country as an Australian man in your mind?
There's a lot of Brazilians that live on the Gold Coast, where I'm from, in Queensland, Australia, and I see the passion in the surf. I do a lot of surfing, and I know you guys. There is a surf culture. Obviously, you love football.
Sure.
Everyone's playing football on the beach. I know there's a lot of hiking as well, a lot of beautiful mountains. I don't really know what the landscape is going to look like,
Hmm.
um, but yeah, I know it's going to be pretty beautiful. I know your population is massive as well, so I'm assuming there's going to be good food and
Yeah.
a lot of
You're gonna have a
a
good
lot of passion in the city. So
time.
yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
Are you familiar with Brazilian music at all? It's okay if you don't.
No, no, not really. Well, what genre is like the main style in Brazil?
We have a lot of different styles. I would say there's this guy, he's probably our top of mind right now. It's called João Gomes.
Okay.
It's sort of something like with the accordion. It's something
Oh
really
yeah.
regional, but
Yeah.
it took over the whole country. I guess you're probably gonna hear about him uh,
Yeah, yeah.
when you're
And
here.
he's just by himself on the accordion.
No, he's not the accordion guy, but the
Okay.
music features a lot of accordion,
Okay.
and it's
Yeah.
something like really from the north of Brazil. You can dance to it. It's very festive, let's just say.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
Oh,
gonna hear
amazing.
about him, yeah,
I'm sure I'll hear it in the shops or
probably
someone will show
on the
me.
radio,
Yeah, yeah.
everywhere you're gonna hear
Yeah,
him. Yeah, he's massive here right now.
yeah.
About you guys, you're a duo, but you're performing, I believe, as a four-piece live. How many
Yeah.
people are gonna come here to Brazil? What can Brazilian fans expect from your sets?
Yeah, yeah. So we originally were a duo for maybe the first 4 or 5 years of the project. But our music always lent towards like a more full sound. We've always had drums, bass,
Mhm.
in our songs. So it got to a point where we could just afford a band because touring's so expensive. Um, but yeah, we've got drums and bass at the moment. And Ryan switches between acoustic guitar and keys. I switch between acoustic guitar and electric guitar. And then we both obviously sing harmonies. And yeah, so that's just been our formula um, at the moment. And we would like to expand, but yeah, touring is expensive. So
Okay.
at the moment, it's exciting. It's the one thing that we always get from fans that come to our shows is when they listen to our music on Spotify, it seems pretty chill and the show is gonna be pretty chill, but we always like to spice up the show and
Mm,
there's actually some rocky moments and a lot of energy and we like to engage with the crowd and
nice.
um so it's a bit more yeah, everyone says it's like, well, the show's a lot different to
The
what
songs
your
grow
music
bigger
is.
live, I
A
guess.
lot bigger, yeah. But I think you have to do that because that's live music. It should be exciting and it should be an experience for the punters. So that's what we do.
We were mentioning before the similarities between the Gold Coast probably and Brazil and this beach culture that both of our countries share. But I was wondering down under how's beach culture music-wise? Do you feel like Hollow Coves is a representation of what people traditionally listen to on these regions?
I think there's a lot of great music that comes out of Australia, a lot of different genres. I mean, Tame Impala is like he's a goat. Like he's one of my favorites. I know once you're once you have like your sound, I know connecting to other bands with a similar sound is it's everyone knows everyone. And there definitely is a big community of artists in Australia that are are doing this acoustic style of music. I think just the overflow of our lifestyle, like we're generally pretty chill.
Yeah.
Everyone lives on the beach, pretty laid back. So I think the music that comes out of artists, including ourselves, is definitely this feeling. Yeah, of being calm and putting you into a place.
Nice. It's curious that you mentioned Laid Back because I wrote this, that Nothing to Lose, your second album, right?
Yeah, yeah,
In current album. And I feel like it's a very joyful, laid back, and hopeful one. I get that's the general feeling I get from listening to it. I
yeah.
was wondering, how was your state of mind when you were writing these songs?
We actually recorded the whole album with a an artist in Australia. He's pretty well known over here called Matt Corby. He's a producer as well, and we connected with him. Yeah, his music's great. We It was a bit of a different experience because this album we did some co-writes. Nothing to Lose was a co-write with Matt Corby and another producer called Chris Collins.
Hmm.
Um, we did, yeah, I think there was about 4 songs on the album that we did co-writes. Previously, Ryan and I do all the writing. So I think there was like a bit of a different flavor that came out in this album.
Hmm.
Um, some different textures. It was definitely a quick process of recording the album. I think we did the whole thing, recorded the whole thing in his studio. I think it was about a month, which is very quick for an album. Normally it takes up to I don't know, you could be in the studio for 6 months or demoing for like a year. Yeah, it was a really great experience. I think the songs, like you said, came out of this nothing to lose place. Like I think people put a lot of pressure on themselves to get ahead and hustle and get their finances, get their house.
Sure.
But I think the message we're trying to put out was falling back to the simple life, the joyful things in life, like family, friends, nature. What that does to your soul is more important than just the hustle and being busy and getting lost in that world. Yeah, what's there to lose in just stepping back into the simple things and going back to our roots?
I got some questions from a fan from Rio. I'm gonna
Okay, yeah.
read them for you. She was wondering if there's any particular place you relate in your mind or to a specific song, or when you visit this place that you relate to a specific song. Could be one of yours or any song in general.
I mean, there's a an artist called Ben Howard that was a massive inspiration for me going into this acoustic world of writing music. And it's I guess it's not a nice place, but when that album came out in 2010, I was going to work as a carpenter
Hmm.
um, with my good friend who was my boss, and he was the one that introduced me to this album. And literally every single day to work, which I grew up in Brisbane, just outside of Brisbane, in a place called the Redlands, and we would go to build these homes, and every single day he'd pick me up and would listen to this album. And I think I just always remember those times of we'd just be silent in the car and just taken back by the music and be in awe. And yeah, I think that was like a pretty core album
Is that
to my musical journey.
nice, formative? Ben Howard's great. I love him too.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
I've read a line about Nothing to Lose, the album, that states the record's message is mainly to value the present while going through the pressure of living in the digital age. I was
Yeah.
wondering, how do you balance your life in these terms? Like, is there something that you enjoy doing an analog, present way with your bare hands besides playing music? Something that keeps
Yeah,
you
I
present?
mean, like I said, I used to be a carpenter, so
Mhm.
I've got activities that I like. I got my shed with all my tools, so I like to build furniture. And actually, the last couple of days, built like this whole breakfast nook in our kitchen. And I think doing activities like this and then surfing as well. Like I love surfing. We live about a minute drive from the beach, so that really puts my mind on something else and clears my mind from all the distractions. It's definitely a hard thing to do because we're so forced to be on social media and screens, and it's just like in front of us all the time. There's just ads running all the time, distracting us. And yeah, I think for me, I like to start my morning by walking down to there's a creek, but just down the road from us, and my wife and I just jump in and have a swim and start the morning like this. Start it slow, and then ease back into having some nice food, breakfast, and then getting into work. I think that's just an important routine for us.
Nice, taking your time,
Yeah.
and enjoying yourselves. You've released an EP with different arrangements for some of the songs from Nothing to Lose. Can you tell us a bit about the decision to re-record those songs?
So that was a connection through our manager who's based in Montreal. But yeah, he had a friend that was producing. So there's a band called Half Moon Run.
Mhm.
He's produced them, and we really liked his approach to producing. And so we got connected with him when we were over in Montreal. And yeah, we always wanted to. So what this Reimagined 2 came from was that previously there was a Reimagined Volume 1, and we just thought there's so many different ways of writing, producing a song. We wanted to showcase just different ideas of these songs, and yeah, it's just more of like a creative outlet just to keep music flowing and put a different spin on the songs. And I think yeah, we're pretty stoked with how they turned out. They're a bit more chill,
There's a bit of
but
electronic music too, some remixes too, right?
yeah.
Which is
So
more far from what you guys are usually doing.
yeah, I think it's interesting as well, just getting other artists involved and getting their take on the songs.
Nice.
So
Can you tell me a bit about the artwork for this album? I really like the imagery of the two boys jumping, but there's this orange trapezium on the center. And I was
yeah,
wondering, what does that represent to you?
yeah. So um, that idea, we're working with a graphic designer based out of Montreal as well, but I think it came from the Nothing to Lose idea of, I don't know, like the two boys are kind of like living free and young, and um, a lot of people actually ask the question: is the two boys Ryan and I?
I thought the same
Um,
thing.
yeah, but it's actually not. It was the graphic designers. I think it was her nephews or something.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, the whole concept is like jumping into this box, and you got nothing to lose. Let's see where it goes.
It's a
Um,
passage,
yeah, you don't know
a portal.
what's around the corner. You don't know what's around the corner, but if you don't jump in, you'll never know. So, yeah, I think the song "On the Way" really represents that, of just taking a leap of faith and stepping into something. It could be a dream that feels scary to step into, but if you don't take that first step, you'll never know where it will lead. So we really want to encourage people to do that, to take that step. And because that's literally what we did with our music. We stepped into it and then took the next step and then the next step, and rode the wave, and we just kept at it. And now we're super blessed to be in a position where we can tour the world and come to Brazil.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's one of the best messages, I guess, because most people are paralyzed by these moments of uh,
Yeah,
when they're on the edge and want to try something and are fearful about that. So I
yeah,
think that's a
yeah.
very good message. What is your current favorite song to perform live?
Oh man, there's a few fun ones. I'm really enjoying Nothing to Lose at the moment. It's probably not a crowd favorite, but I just love the message of it and the flow. I think in terms of the excitement of the show, I think Milk and Honey is
Mhm.
a that's a really fun one. It's a bit more upbeat and rocky. But yeah, I don't know. The show has a journey. There's some up moments, and then some chill moments, some slow moments, some fast moments. It'll be interesting what the crowd's going to respond to in Brazil. I don't know what songs. Obviously, Coastline is always a winner, but I know Purple was featured on the radio station over there for a little while, so that one could be a good one as well.
You've
Yeah,
recently played a set in front of Sydney's Opera House, and I was wondering how was that experience and what other international landmark you would like to turn into a venue if you could to play in front of it.
yeah, 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 man. And that show was beautiful. It was iconic. I think it never in my wildest dreams we would have thought that we'll be able to play the Opera House, but the opportunity came from a band called Boy and Bear in Australia. So we were supporting them at their show, but yeah, it was amazing. Like I think from our perspective on stage, it was better because the stage was here, and then we looked out of the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge, and then from the crowd's perspective, they were looking back at just the stage and then the buildings.
Yeah,
So
awesome.
it was incredible. But yeah, another dream of ours would be Red Rocks.
Okay,
I don't know if you
in
know.
Austin, no, not Austin,
It's in
Colorado, right?
yeah.
Okay,
I think it's just out of Salt Lake City.
yeah. You
Um,
wish to play there?
yeah,
Okay, that's a
yeah.
really
That's yeah. I've seen a lot of videos of inspirational bands play there over the years, and I think it just looks amazing. And I think it would fit our music really well. It's a big venue. Um, but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of
Perhaps you're gonna
amazing.
play in front of Christ the Redeemer in Rio.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Has that ever happened before?
I guess specific artists, but not in Christ the Redeemer. They usually play at Sugarloaf Mountain. You know Sugarloaf Mountain
Okay.
with the
Yeah.
cable cars? They
Yeah.
usually have concerts there.
Okay. Yeah. I
It's a
mean
nice
that would
one.
be amazing. We would love that. I think this is the first time we're coming to Brazil, so it's going to be interesting to see what the response is, and we're really excited. If it goes well, we'll have to come back and make it a main destination for our touring cycle. So yeah, we're really excited. It's been um it's been a long time coming.
Sure.
We did have a tour booked back in COVID, which got cancelled, which was going to be in Brazil. So yeah, we're pumped to be coming over there
Nice.
so soon. We literally leave tomorrow. We fly out of Australia. So spread the word. Thank you so much for everyone supporting our music. We love you lots.
Well, have a safe flight and hope you have a lot of fun in Brazil. You're definitely gonna have a good time.
Thanks so much. We can't wait.
It was a pleasure. See you soon, Matt.
Thanks so much.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Cheers.